Hello, in this video I'm going to talk all about mental health. I'm going to give you the basics that are simple and free most of the time and natural, fun ways that you can improve your mental health. Alright, let's get started with this video. I'm going to give you the basics about mental health. I'm going to make it simple and break it down into just the basics. And that doesn't mean that I'm skimping on information. That just means that I'm not giving you any of the fluff, any of the unnecessary, spending a lot of money, spending a lot of time, things that are difficult. These are all going to be basic, simple things that anybody can do to improve their mental well-being. So let's start with stress reduction. Of course, this is going to be one of the main parts about mental health because really your mental health all comes down to how well you can handle stress. So by eliminating stress, you are eliminating mental health issues. Of course, I should say the caveat here that not everybody is going to have 100% perfect mental health just from reducing stress, because as we know, there's a lot of depression and anxiety going around. And those people will try to reduce their stress, but it's not going to be perfect. So all of the things in this video are going to work together. It's like a big web. It's all connected, and the more that you do, the better your mental health will be. So some ways that you can reduce your stress are to listen to music, dance, get a massage, take a bubble bath, watch funny shows or movies, go outside in nature. Of course, this is just scratching the surface because honestly, there's probably thousands of ways you can reduce your stress. So what works for you is what is going to be best. So these are just some examples that I like to give because they tend to be uplifting instantly. Like music can instantly change your mood. Dancing, that one works for me. Getting a massage, taking a bubble bath. Watching things that make you laugh, and that's really easily accessible. I mean, everybody has a phone and most people have a TV and a computer. It's very easy to access anything to make you laugh. Getting outside in nature, that's also free and also works wonders. So these are probably what I would call the best ways to reduce stress, but of course, like I said, there's probably thousands of them. So I'm trying to focus here on free things, things that don't cost any money, things that can be done instantly. So if you are struggling with stress, try something on this list. The next one is meditation. And of course, meditation is always mentioned when we talk about mental health because it is that crucial. You can do guided meditations. You can use music or binaural beats. You can do a mindfulness meditation. Altered states always work really good in transcendental meditation. Of course, this is also scratching the surface when it comes to meditation, because really what meditation comes down to is altering your state, and that's why I put altered states on this list, because that contains many things within it. So altered states is basically getting yourself into the alpha state, or maybe even the theta state if you're good enough at it. That's the state that you usually don't get into until you're really good at meditation, like you've been doing it for decades. But that's why some of the other things on this list are super helpful when it comes to getting you into that state. Music that has certain patterns, like I like music that has a steady rhythmic beat, not like top 40, that kind of music. It needs to be something that sets the tone, that kind of something that induces a trance state. That's another way to put it. So you can also listen to videos or watch videos that guide you through these meditations. And this is what I recommend for people that struggle with meditation. And I've even struggled with it before because my mind was just going crazy. And most people's minds just don't stop just because you're meditating. So this is when you want to do things like using visuals, using auditory things. These are things that can guide you and put you into those altered states. I've actually got a video about how to use altered states to improve your mental health. And I will stick that up below for you to watch. So the next one we have is relationships. So when you are in an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship, this is going to not do any favors for your mental health, put it that way. So if you are with an abusive partner, if you have toxic friends, if you are even in a toxic environment such as your workplace or the people that you live with, these are all things that contribute to your mental health. And, healing your own trauma is a really big part of this too, because you might be one of those people that causes somebody else's mental health to suffer. And the only way to stop this, we all have to do our part. In order to make a better world, we all have to make ourselves better. So that's basically where it starts with you. And if you know that you are okay, but you're around the wrong people, then that is a sign to get out of that situation as much as you can. Reduce time with those people, or even cut ties with those people if you have to. And that can go for family or friends or coworkers, bosses, jobs, anything like that. The next thing on the list is balance. Now this applies to a lot of things. So this is mostly about work-life balance, but it's also about the things that you spend your time with. So try not to spend too much time at work. Make time for your family and friends. Make time for enough sleep. Make time for experiences. This is what minimalism is all about. Choosing experiences over things. People that live minimalistic lives have been shown to be healthier and happier. Make time for yourself. This is where self-care comes in. So basically, to sum up, this balance is not to become a workaholic, to do self-care, and to practice minimalism. Now, that doesn't have to be extreme, of course. I'm not saying to sell everything and live in your car. That means basically focus on what really matters in life. And as you get older, you will learn. You might be in your 20s or 30s and you might still be, into shopping and, things like that. And you might not even have experienced yet in life how important it is to choose experiences over material things. So if you're not yet at that point, don't fret, but, still try to work on, your balance in all the other areas of your life. Mind expansion. This is a big one for mental health because the state of our brain will also help to, keep us from developing mental health issues in old age, Alzheimer's and things like that, dementia. If you can expand your mind as much as possible, do puzzles, things like that, learn. Keep learning, keep traveling, exploring new things. Always, always learning. There's a lot of seminars, workshops, classes, online courses, webinars. Of course, don't fall down the rabbit hole of only doing those things. I kind of have had that happen to me before where I'll have some days where all I want to do is sit and take workshops and sign up for webinars, and before I know it, I haven't done anything else. So there is a limit. But there's a plethora of information out there in the world to learn. And I think once if you ever stop learning, you're going to stop growing. You're going to stop becoming a better person. You're going to stop evolving. So don't let that happen to you. Your mental health will thank you. The last thing on this list is creativity. So this is also part of what I just mentioned about expanding your mind, only this is more about expression. So expression is so important. Learning new things with your mind that are creative. So writing music, learning a new instrument, drawing, painting, making crafts, inventing something. Or even coming up with new ideas that aren't a physical item. Do you want to write books? Do you want to do graphic design? Anything. Do you want to invent a new contraption that will help the world? These sorts of things help keep your mind shall we say, young. They help keep your mind sharp, and they add joy to your life. I mean, who wants a life with no joy, with no creativity? So be sure to add that on your list when it comes to taking care of your mental health on a daily basis. So if you are interested in some more mental health videos, I've got lots of them here. This is my mental health video playlist. Have fun with that, and be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.